Peace, welcome to Essence Tarot, and this is going to be a masculine update. Okay, I'm a little under the weather, but I'm still going to do this. So let's see what Spirit has to say about the masculine at this moment. Okay, so we're starting off with the High Priestess. Okay, trusting your intuition. Carefully reflect before taking action. Insight that comes through meditation. Okay, so these masculines are again thinking about the High Priestess, coming into their feminine energy as well. Okay, trusting in their intuition a little bit more. Working on themselves, trying to find out more about the feminine side. So a lot of them have been thinking about, their feminines at this moment. Okay. So let's see why. Okay. Spirit, tell us why. Okay. So we do have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual expectations. Okay. So they've been feeling like, they just been feeling like this person wasn't their type. Okay. Wasn't their type that they believed at that time wasn't that type. Okay. Spirit is saying believed at that time wasn't their type. Physically. Okay. Spiritually, yes. Physically, no. Okay. Only because of programming. Okay. So the way he had tried to manifest his feminine, he only manifested through ego, pride, and programming. Okay. But he is realizing now that, if the universe is going this hard for this one individual, it's very clear that I'm supposed to be with this person. Okay. So they've been rethinking about the way that they treat their feminines these days. Okay, it's really touching their soul because as they, practice kindness, love, serenity, peace, situations like that, they tend to trigger themselves into a more emotional state of mind, which would be their feminine side, which will connect them intuitively to their divine feminine, and they can start hearing. See, a lot of masculines had shut themselves off because just like you can turn yourself on, you can turn yourself off. Can you block the connection? No. There will always be somewhat of a piece surrounded. If the masculine blocked themselves physically, there was still spiritual. There's always still a gateway to connection. Okay, so he saw that he couldn't disconnect himself from this feminine, couldn't run from this feminine, so and he just couldn't shake it. So now he's just surrendering, slowly but surely surrendering. Okay, so he is definitely thinking about his feminine, and he's just like, well, maybe I did manifest, and I just didn't pay attention. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit. Okay, we have deception. Okay, someone is wearing a false mask. So he has been wearing a false mask. He has been very deceptive, and he knows this due to the fact of him being full of pride and ego. Okay, when he was, like I said, him doing you wrong, it's really touching on his soul right now. Okay, it's really triggering him right now. Okay, you got to keep the open mind. Your soulmate may differ. When he ran from the connection, he ran from himself, he ran from the fact that I didn't choose. Like I said, he's like, I didn't choose you. I didn't choose you, because if I chose you, why am I not with you? Why do I not want to be with you? But then he's starting to realize that it's a deeper connection, than he thought it was. Okay, so with this deception card, he was wearing a mask. Okay, I think I did a reading where he had a mask on. Okay, but it's a masculine right here. They all got masks on anyway, but at the end of the day, he's realizing that maybe he wasn't, being himself, okay? And he wasn't treating his divine purpose the way he wants. Like he's trying, the spirit is saying he's trying to seek his purpose, but when it presents itself, it's not in the form that he wanted it to be in. Okay, just like the feminines, we want our masculine, but we're not respecting the form that he comes in, which is spirit, okay? Because we want the physical connection. Alright, so we do have the flirt card, okay? Extend your lighthearted energy to others, okay? They were being very deceptive and flirting and dealing with energies outside of their purpose, okay? So they're, like I said, they're thinking about how they treated the divine feminine, okay? And they really recalculating their mindsets, okay? Flirting with other women, dealing with other women, manipulating other situations, giving energy to places and people and things that didn't serve the purpose of high divinity connection, okay? Yeah, see, yeah, religious factors, okay? Your love life is your love life is afflicted, okay, by your inner religious upbringing and spiritual path, okay? So it's pretty much saying it's like what he chose. Like physically, I chose physically to be with this other person. I didn't choose to be with this divine feminine, because see, the divine feminine, some people did, like some of them did, and they just couldn't handle the connection and they ran, okay? And then some people just popped up, and when the masculine was in a dating kind of mindset, divine feminine popped up, or some of them might have been in a marriage or in a relationship already, just happen to run into each other type situation. So when that happens, okay, you gotta expect trials and tribulations to take course, because there gotta be a lot of clearing, because the masculine feels like they made the choice, they chose what they want, okay? When they say this whole religion, it's just the mindset, that programming that they accepted, okay? So they based everything off of what they wanted, okay? Like, oh, I didn't pick this divine feminine, but I picked this other feminine, and this other feminine is my divine, which would be the karmic, okay? But they're starting to realize, like, the connection, the connection is too strong. Like, how did I choose my karmic if I can't get this divine feminine out of my head? And then he's starting to realize it, okay? So he's definitely realizing the wrong that he's done, and he's realizing that, if God chose somebody, like clearly God chose this person for me, then I have to accept my fate. That I wasn't being truly honest. You guys, I got a cough drop in my mouth. Just trying not to go. And he's been flirting, but he's been flirting with all the wrong people and dealing with all the wrong connections, okay? It's only because he believes so. He believed that if he manifests, it should come to him. But his way of manifesting was wrong. And a lot of masculines don't like to be told that they're wrong. Okay, they're full of pride and ego. So we're going to move this up real quick. So let's see what else Spirit has to say. All right. Okay, we're going to use these cards. So we're going to clarify to keep an open mind. My battery's about to die. I'm going to hurry up. Okay. So we have the moon. Okay. So they believe, like I said, they believe that they're following their intuition. Okay. They believe that the people that they were choosing to be with was destined for them. They believe that everybody that they come into, that it was destined to be, and that's not all true. Okay, you don't settle down with every messenger that come across you. Okay, or some people you wasn't supposed to come across, but the masculine believe, so I kept an open mind, that the soulmate may differ from usual expectation, because he felt like he didn't choose that. But then he's starting to realize he did. Okay, the way he chose is through spirit, and it's being triggered in his mind, because my baby just woke up. It's been triggered in his mind. Okay, clarify deception, please. Okay, so we do have summoning. Like I said, it's a spiritual connection. So the masculine was not being truthful about the fact that he did manifest the connection with his high priestess. He did manifest, but he didn't realize the manifestation came on a spiritual level first, because he cannot get rid of his divine feminine on a 5D level, and she's manifested on a 3D, and he can't escape from that either. Okay, let's see, clarify for peace. So yeah, we do have the high priestess of water. Okay, so like I said, he's extended his energy to other women as well, and he will eventually extend his energy towards his divine feminine, because what else is he going to do? He can't extend his energy to anybody else. Everybody else's energy vampires, and his divine feminine is it's like a charger. I charge you up, I give you strength, I give you power, and you know this because you see it on the 5D level. Okay, let's see. So they will reach out. They will reach, especially 5D. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Come here, baby. Mwah. There you go. Okay. Alright. So the summoning, okay, which would be, the summoning is the 5D connection, okay, the spiritual connection, the fact that, he can't get the divine feminine out of his head, okay. Now, don't get me wrong, he does want a commitment, okay, Spirit is saying he does want a commitment, but he wanted it based off what he wanted. Like, if he was into big breasts, he manifested a female physically that had, big breasts. But the manifesting that he was manifesting from was not divine. It was more of pride and ego. Okay? Or, whatever physical attraction, based off of programming, had manipulated the mindset. It made the masculine forget about the connection. Okay? So we have individual, the fact that he had caused a lot of, separation. Well, he had to go through the separation because at the end of the day, like they say, you never know what you got until it's gone kind of situation. So he did, like, individually, you guys had to work on, the healing separate. Okay, everybody, like, some was on a spiritual path, and then some was just the, like I said, upbringing was the way he was programmed. So you really can't blame the masculine for what the programming is around the masculine that's causing the masculine to disown his fate, okay, or disconnect from his God, which is his soul, okay. But he does think about his high priestess, and he will eventually reach out to his high priestess, okay. He's denied the connection, but he can't get rid of it, all right. He soon will turn into his, return unto his true self eventually. He has no choice. Just try not to put time on your own healing, because when you put time on your own healing, it's like putting expectations on it, which is, you're expecting something. Okay, I expect masculine to be here in a week or a month. If you put time on it, time does not exist according to spirit. Okay, and then when we say it's divine time, and it's on them. Okay, time does not on the physical. Should not really matter according to divine, because you're already, if you really paid attention, you're already in union. But if we meditated and we actually stood back and we focused, we would hear and see the vision. Okay. Okay, let me get off of here. But let me pull some cards on how the masculine is feeling right now about his divine feminine. Okay. Okay, so we do have that the masculine is definitely unhappy. I've been getting this a lot. Okay, they're definitely unhappy with the decisions that they're making, and they're kind of depressed about the decision that they made. Okay, they may put on a smile, but low key they just like they know something's missing. Okay, yeah, lust is my weakness. I've been getting this one too a lot. Okay. So he's unhappy. He could be doing a whole lot of shit, being with people that he's not supposed to be with. He's not happy. trust and believe he's not happy. Lust is his weakness. Like I said, he chose by ego, not by fate. Okay, so he is not happy at all. Deep down inside, he's just putting on a persona. Okay, deep down inside, he is definitely not happy. So we do have liar. Okay, lying to himself. All right, lying to himself about how he truly feel, and lying to others about how he truly feel. I mean, I just wish these masculines would just talk and speak their truth, because it will set them free. But being a liar, okay. And we do again have the mask on, so the masculine still has this mask on, but he has been, like he said, he's like still living in he's still living in denial. I'm not gonna even say a little bit. He's still living in denial, but is still thinking about his divine feminine. Okay. But he along this process, he is definitely unhappy. Okay, because he's not being his true self. Okay, he is deceiving his gods, and he's not happy. But he has been thinking about his divine feminine a lot, because he can hear you on a spiritual. He can hear you while he's with this other female. He knows for sure that his soul goes somewhere else. Like, he can feel when he think about his feminine completed, and it's kind of pissing him off, only because of the simple fact he still got his mask on. Okay, he still believes that I chose to be physically, and he's feeling like, well, Spirit, why can't I just be with whoever I choose to be with? But Spirit is pretty much telling him that's not why you came here. You chose a different fate, and we're trying to help you fulfill that, and you don't want to do that. You can't break your spiritual contract, because if that's the case, then you need to give up the flesh and start all over, and we'll see what we can do. But other than that, you have signed a contract spiritually, and, and that's what it is, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. Check the description box for more information if you want to find out if this is your masculine. Make sure you inbox me and make sure that you book a reading with me. Make sure you screenshot your payment and send it to me, because your names are different from your actual names on your accounts, and I can't find you if you don't show me who you are. So make sure, especially off Cashapp, if I don't know who you are, I can't email you, I can't reply back to you on Cashapp. So make sure you either email me, check the description box for the email, or you hit me up on one of my social media inboxes and let me know and identify yourself. Okay? Peace.